Good evening, class. My name is Batir Carrera, and for today's topic, I'll be presenting generative design. Throughout human history, we have created tools that help shape our world, and with the use of these tools, we have created some extraordinary designs throughout history. Although this was a great way to design in the past, today it seems that we are limited by these tools because without them, we no longer know how to create. So looking at the architectural progress, currently we're stuck to drawing and drafting, pen to paper, because it's important for an architect to be able to sketch his drawings in order to present it to a client. And with the progress in this manner, we've been able to take a step further by building models to present an even in-depth idea that we're trying to present. And all this was great, it led towards something greater, which was rendering. The use of CAD programs allowed us to create 3D models without the expense and as well as reduction of time to create extraordinary designs in a much more clean, efficient manner. What about generative design architecture? So we look at what we currently have: drawings, CAD programs, 2D sketches, which is all great, but what if we could do something different? What if instead of drawing, we actually told a computer, we input some data, parameters on what we wanted in the end, the final results, and the computer went ahead and developed thousands of different designs that an architect can just browse through and pick the one that he felt fit the project the most effectively. Well, that is the use of generative design. So, looking at how students perform in the architectural field, we're taught to conceptualize. We're always told to go to a site, take notes, and then go back home and put these ideas onto paper to find a solution to whatever problems we see occurring in the architectural space. We then take these ideas and we revise them, put them on paper, and then from there we take these ideas to be critiqued by our professors. And this cycle tends to continue for hours, days, and possibly even weeks. Now, with the use of generative design, we can just input certain data, and as you can see here, this data can actually generate hundreds, if not thousands, of designs within a span of minutes, as my Rhino video to the right displays. Just a brief example. Now, a similar project that was actually incorporated in real life was done by a company called Airbus, where they took a simplistic plane with some new design outputs that they were looking for, and they were able to construct a new type of interior model. And with the interior model they produced, they were able to form a structure that not only served the same purpose that it had before, but it went a step further. Now the designer was able to cut down material costs because the generative design process was able to tell you exactly what was needed in this process and then give you a result. And because of this invention, we were not only able to create an alternative solution, one that architects may not have been able to come up with or conceptualize on their own, but have a variety to choose from. And the result was very astonishing. So from the use of this product, the Airbus company was able to lower their CO2 emissions as well as their cost of material. As you can see, it does not take an entire structure to get the job done. With generative design, they were able to construct the same object but with least amount of materials, therefore cutting the material costs. And this can be applied to everything. Perhaps you want the ideal floor plan that'll lower the cost of materials but provide the maximum amount of space for a house. Or perhaps you want a chair where before when we design a chair, we think of a flat surface with 4 legs on it, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can design a chair to have different types of bases, different types of forms to achieve the same results. And this is why I thought generative design was such a huge revolutionary trend that needs to be incorporated into architectural progress in order to achieve better, unimaginable results. Thank you.